Okay, welcome again, everyone. My name is Joel Broughton. What I wanted to go through tonight is bulletproofing your mindset, okay, or bulletproofing your internal barriers, if you will, or your internal shield. And as we kind of look at this topic, I think it's so important in the network marketing industry for you to have a bulletproof shield around you as you venture out into this industry. You also need to teach and to train your members, people that you work with on your team, to have the same type of shield or armor, if you will, okay? And, you know, if we kind of look at over the ages, and I just want to make an example of this, I guess. If you look over the ages, you know, when man first began and, you know, we kind of were throwing rocks at each other and had clubs and things like that, we didn't really have any kind of armor or any kind of shield. So physically we would get hurt fairly easily. You know, you get hit in the head with a rock, or you get hit in the chest with a club, and when you're fighting with somebody else, right, it probably hurts physically a lot. All right, and you know, through the ages, we started to develop different kinds of clothing and armor. You know, through the medieval times, they started kind of wearing iron armor or some kind of steel chest plates and helmets and things like that. So then, you know, when you get hit, it doesn't hurt as much. It's protecting the body physically. And this is important in the industry, not physically, obviously. Nobody's necessarily, well, hopefully people aren't attacking you. Maybe if your approach, your personal approach is a little abrasive, somebody might take a swing at you. But, you know, generally you're not gonna get attacked physically in this industry. However, mentally, emotionally, you are. So as we continue on throughout the ages, you know, if you throw a rock at a knight in shining armor, if you will, and it hits their steel armor, they may feel it still, clunk, you know, but it's probably not really going to hurt them too much. You know, if you hit them in the helmet with a rock, or if you hit them in the you know, chest plate with a club. Right, and obviously the weapons started to, you know, get better, to improve, so that we could kill knights with shining armor. You know, get some sharp swords and bow and arrow and things like that to try to get and penetrate through that. And as you continue on through, you know, people building up shields and defenses to the weapons that are out there, you know, the defenses get better and better. But at the same time, this is interesting, the weapons get better to counter the defenses that are being created. So we go through, and, you know, I'm not a historian and I'm not a weapons expert, and I'm not going to pretend to be, but as we go through, we start to get more and more armor. We start to get more and more effective weapons. So we start to develop guns, right, and rifles and things like that with bullets. And we also start to develop vehicles, metal vehicles and tanks and things like that. And then, you know, the bullets will go through the armor, but it won't go through a tank. And then you get this anti-tank missile or anti-tank weapon that'll destroy the tracks on the tank or blow up in the tank, and then you throw a grenade in the tank and that blows up. And, you know, eventually we get to a point where we continue this arms race on the defense and the offense throughout history in war and, you know, warring countries and things like that, to a point where we've actually developed weapons that will just wipe out an entire landmass, right? We've now got nuclear weapons and chemical weapons and things like that will absolutely just obliterate anything. And it's, you know, obviously they start to develop defenses against that, radars and, you know, nuclear defense systems and missiles that'll counteract that, et cetera, et cetera. How does this all apply to your business? Well, basically what I'm talking about is the arms race for you personally and for your team to build up your defenses and your mindset so strong that those that are going to attack you won't hurt you. Okay? And what's going to happen in this industry as you go along is there's going to be an enormous amount of people, believe it or not, that are going to want to put you down, that are going to want to take shots at you, that are going to want to attack you, that are going to want to attack your business, that are going to want to attack your products that you market. They're going to want to attack your primary company. They're going to want to attack the CEO of your primary company. They're going to want to attack me. They're going to want to attack your friends, your family. They're going to want to attack everything that you're trying to build. Believe it or not, there are people out there like that, okay? They're going to want to put you down so that they feel better about their crummy lives, right? Because they can't be successful, they just want to put you down and say that you can't be successful either. There's tons of people like that. There's going to be people that say that their business is 10 times better than any business you could possibly ever join. Why? Just simply because it's their business, right? I mean, they don't normally have a good reason. It's just that they talk louder than you do, and they're more abrasive, and they're more willing to put you down. All right? There's going to be people that, these are the sneaky ones. These are the ones you really got to watch out for. There's going to be friends and family that tell you that you can't make it, that it's this MLM, this multi-level marketing, network marketing, internet marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever industry you want to refer yourself as being in. They're going to want to tell you that it's a big ripoff and it's a big scam. You're going to lose money, and you're never going to make any money, and you're never going to be successful like the big guys. You're never going to be successful like the people at the top. You're never going to be able to do it. But guess what? Those same people are going to tell you that no matter what industry you join. If you go try to be a movie star, most of those people, friends and family, are going to laugh at you. You go try and be a sports hero and be the top football player, most of your friends and family probably going to laugh at you, probably going to make fun of you, probably going to tell you you can't do it. Some of them silently will do that. Some of them vocally will do that. Some of them will tell you to your face. Some of them will just talk behind your back. You're going to encounter this, okay, in the multi-level marketing industry, in the internet marketing industry. Your friends and family, other people in the industry are going to absolutely attack you. But that's okay, because people are going to do it no matter what you do. This is just a part of life. If you're a football star, if you want to go play professional golf for a living, people are going to attack you. If you want to be a model, a top model or a movie star or something like that, they're going to attack you. Okay? The competition is coming to get you no matter what. So how do you defend against that? Well, this is basically just a simple arms race, right? This is just simply an arms race between who can build a better defensive system versus who can build better offensive system. So are the people attacking you, are they using arrows, bows and arrows? Are they using clubs? Are they using rocks? No, they're using words, okay? And the best way for you to defend against the words that they're using is to build up your personal belief in your mindset and your personal defenses and the way that you emotionally respond to what other people are telling you. Okay? So how do we build up these defenses, or how do we build up this mindset? Well, believe it or not, it's really not that hard. Okay? It's really not that hard, but it's very, very important that you do this. Okay? If you just kind of put this off as a mumbo-jumbo, I don't know what Joel's talking about, these defenses and this war, and, if you just kind of push this aside and say it's not important because it doesn't make you money, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have a tough go of this industry. You're going to have a tough go. Because every time somebody puts you down, you're going to quit. You're going to give up. You're going to second guess yourself. You're going to doubt yourself. You're going to doubt your business. You're going to doubt your leaders. You're going to doubt your products. All right? That's just what's going to happen. Okay? And I'm not predicting the future. I'm saying, listen, I've seen it over and over and over in this industry. Okay? When people get put down or when they get attacked, they fold the tents. right? They give up. And I want to make sure that doesn't happen to you. So we need to be prepared. Okay? And it just makes sense to prepare for the war. What are you going to do? Are you going to go and build your defenses starting tonight? Are you going to continually build up your defenses over the next 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? Or are you just going to kind of sit there in an open field, hoping the people attacking you about your choices in this industry are just going to pass you by and not blow you up and not attack you and just leave you alone? You're just going to hope that they don't? I'll tell you what, you're going to be a sitting duck if you don't build up your defenses. Okay, so how do we build up these defenses, and how do we teach our members to do the same? Well, number one is simply surrounding yourself with successful, positive, motivated individuals that are in this industry already. So who is that? Well, often our sponsors or the leaders in our company, see, not always our sponsors, but usually our sponsors will be successful, motivated, excited, positive. Sometimes they kind of turn around and they get a little flaky. So we got to be careful. But normally, the sponsors are good people to turn to for this. Normally, the leaders in your company, people that are grounded, solid, that have been there for a while, that are making some good money, normally they are very good people to be around. Somebody making $10 or $20 or $30 or $40 or $50,000 a month in your company, chances are they're probably going to stick around. They're going to be excited about it. They're going to give you positive energy. They're going to talk and do trainings and things like that. So being around those types of people is good. Being around the leaders, and myself and Greg and some of the other people that I've mentioned, okay, that we went through some of the leaderboard. Being around and knowing and being involved with some of these people are excellent people to be associating with. Getting on training calls for your business. Getting on training calls with your company, with your specific primary company, no matter what it is. Normally, I can't say 100% of the time, but normally, most of the people that do the training calls are successful, positive, excited, motivated, happy, okay, good to be around. They're good, positive energy. They're going to give you good ideas. They're going to give you good, even just being in that environment makes you feel good, right, with other successful people. I know it's always done that for me, being on training calls and, working with other people that are successful has always driven me to succeed more. So, listening to different trainings, whether it be my training, whether it be, a leader in your primary business's training, or whether it be somebody else's training in this industry, anybody. I mean, as long as they're not just trying to recruit you away from your company by doing the training, but if they're just giving you good, solid information and they're excited, motivated, positive, successful, attending trainings is great. Okay? It's great to fill your brain with information that you can potentially use today or in the future sometime. Being around the leaders in your company, being around the management in your company, the CEO, the vice presidents, the sales directors, or the sales managers, being around those people, normally, if you can get around them, sometimes some are more accessible than others depending on the size of the company, but if you can get around regional sales managers and things like that even, those are great people to be around because they're always going to be talking positively about the business and excited to be there and working with you and kind of plugging you into other people in the company that are successful. Audios, ebooks, CDs, DVDs, okay? You can't get enough information. You can't get enough good quality training, and you can't get enough mindset training, things that will build your belief, will build your positive feelings towards the industry, that will build your mindset, right? That will build your ideals of what needs to happen and that you can do it. I mean, the belief, just simply this, the belief that you can succeed is worth more to you than anything else. Just that you truly, and it's not just saying that you believe, It's really truly feeling that you believe. That's worth almost as much in this industry as anything else. So listening to different motivational audios, positive mindset trainings and audios, business audios, and reading different ebooks and watching different DVDs and seminars about internet marketing, about network marketing, about affiliate marketing can only help you. See, whatever you feed your brain will use positively in your life and in your business, okay? So if you feed it junk, okay, your business will be junk. If you're just constantly reading tabloids and watching Jerry Springer all day, and I'm not making any kind of, I'm not going to make any kind of judgment, all right, on people that watch certain TV shows or read certain magazines or newspapers. Okay, that's your decision. What you do with it, maybe you use it for entertainment, that's fine, but if you use it as a regular activity, chances are you feed your mind junk, your mind will become that. So if you immerse yourself in CDs and audios and DVDs and television or news media that's positive, that's motivational, that's exciting, that will help raise your belief that you can do it, that's good stuff. Okay, that's what you need to do. Get around successful people, all right? That's kind of the common theme is what I'm trying to say is get around successful people in person, get around successful people in recorded trainings, get around successful people in live trainings. Okay? Whether you go to a hotel training meeting, whether you go to a seminar or a conference, whether you come onto a telephone or a webinar. Okay? Get on these trainings. Get around these successful people. Now, I'm not saying to do it once. This is very important. Write this down if you have a piece of paper. I am not saying go to one seminar, it's going to absolutely change your life. Okay? Sometimes we watch, movies about somebody who attended a seminar and then they made a life-changing decision and then they went and did it and they were successful and they lived happily ever after. Okay? Normally, in practical terms, in real life, if you will, that normally doesn't happen. At the seminar, you might be able to make a decision that would be a good thing for you to do to start changing your life, but you still have to live a certain way. You need to immerse yourself in the lifestyle changes of getting around successful people and associating with these successful people. Okay? May take some getting used to, may take some changes in the way that you live your life, may take some changes in the way that you schedule your time, but I'll tell you what, it's worth it. It's 100% worth it if you start living a lifestyle making sure that you're around positive, successful, motivated business people rather than the alternative, okay, which is negative people, naysayers, people that are going to put you down, people that aren't really driven to succeed the way you are. You need to always, and this is something that I've been told a lot over the years, is if you want to be like someone, you need to hang around with people that are like that. If you want to be better than you are today, you can't hang around people that are at the same level as you are. You need to hang around people that are at the level you want to be at. All right? Money-wise, success-wise, family-wise, whatever in your life. Particularly money-wise, financially, successfully, the size of their business. If you want to be like you are today, just hang around people that are like you, right, at the same level as you. If you just want to be a newbie in this industry forever, hang around all the newbies, okay? It's simple, because you probably won't learn anything. You probably won't be driven to succeed more because, you're just talking to people at your same level. They don't know how to go to the next level. They're at your level. You need to start talking to and getting around people that are at the level that you want to be at. All right? Does that make sense? So if you want to be super ultra successful, You need to talk to people that are already super ultra successful, or go to conferences with them, or listen to them. I mean, when I first got started in this industry, here's what I did. Okay, and this is honest to goodness, I put probably 95% of the reason today why I'm successful, and I probably say this about a lot of things, but I honestly believe that because of my mindset, I was able to achieve more than I thought I could ever achieve when I first got started. When I first got started in this industry, I joined a company, and I'm not going to say what company it was, but I joined a company that put a lot of thought and they put a lot into the tools that they use to build up their distributors' mindset and belief in success. So I was taught to listen to an audio tape. At the time we were using tapes. To an audio tape every single possible waking moment that I could. So I had tapes in my car. I had a Walkman with the tapes, that I'd listen to while I'm doing different activities. I was constantly listening to these messages of success over and over and over. Constantly listening to them. And what it did was it started to make these messages of success real to me. See, when you just listen to it once, it's kind of entertainment. When you listen to it 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 times, believe it or not, in my opinion, it probably starts to brainwash you a little bit. Now, I don't say that negatively. I actually say that positively. I want to brainwash myself into thinking that I can be ultra successful, because for any of you guys that have ever read the book Think and Grow Rich, think and grow rich, right? If you believe you can do it, your brain or your mind and your body will start to work towards achieving that. If you don't believe you can do it, your brain will just take a vacation and say, well, you can't do it anyway, so why bother trying? Subconsciously, you will act that way. Okay? You have no control over that. If you believe you can do it, your mind will actually work towards finding a solution to the problem. That's how human beings work. Generally, we're problem solvers. Your mind will solve the problems put in front of it. You're laying in bed there, and it's time to get up and go to work. Your brain and your mind says, okay, put 2 feet on the floor, stand up, go have a shower, go make your lunch, go get dressed, get ready, and out the door. Your mind makes you do all that stuff because your mind understands and believes that you can successfully get to your job every day. And it knows that it's not too hard. But if you started telling your brain or your mind that, oh my God, it's so hard, it's so difficult, I don't think I could do this another day. I don't know if I can really go through the stress of doing this another day. Your brain will probably just say, you know what, I'm sick today. I don't want to get up. I'm depressed and I'm sick and I can't do it. I'm going to lay in bed. All right? Your mind gives up. But if you believe you can do it, you just get up and do it. Right? The same thing is going to happen in your business. If you truly believe that you can do it, then your mind will find a way to have success. It will start finding successful people to learn from. It will start absorbing the right information and rejecting the wrong information. And through that belief, what's going to happen is it's building up your defenses for your business so that nobody can knock you down. Nobody can kill your dream of being successful. When you believe enough, the negative just bounces off. The positive gets absorbed. Your mind does that for you subconsciously. Okay? But it won't do that for you subconsciously if you don't believe you can succeed. It will only do that if you truly believe you can do it. How do you believe you can do it? Brainwash yourself by getting around successful people, listening to success audio tapes and CDs and trainings and leaders in your business and going to training calls. What are some other ways? Going to company meetings. Your primary company may have some meetings in your town, in your area, in your state, in your city, in your country. Get to them. Associate with those people. Go to your company events. If your company does product launches, or if your company does weekly or monthly or quarterly events, go to them. If you have a chance to go to an internet marketing cruise, internet marketing seminar, internet marketing webinar, go to those events. Especially if they're free, go to them. Go just absorb all that great information. If you got to pay for it. But get around those successful people and learn what you can. Be positive and continue to build up the dream, your belief, and your mindset. Go to your company convention.